Southwest Florida, welcome back to Lee Pitts Live. We are so thrilled to be here at Mount Hermon Ministries on this Saturday morning at the Every Man Can Conference. Every Man Can Conference. I love it. And it's the 2022 edition. Of course, based on the success that I'm seeing here now, this will go on into perpetuity. And it's in the heart of the African American community in Dunbar here on Martin Luther King Boulevard. I'm Lee Pitts, the host of the longest running television talk show in Southwest Florida, now in our 31st year. You can catch us on Wink CW Channel 6 on Sunday mornings at 6:30, and you can also catch us every day on 90.5 FM WGGM, where we're on from noon to 1 o'clock radio, and then we come back from 6 o'clock to 6 p.m. every weekday on radio. So we are covering the community in a way that is unprecedented. So thrilled to have this gentleman here trying to read that. Antonio's
Santiago.
Santiago is here.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Lee Pitts Live, man.
I'm very grateful to be here. Thank you.
Antonio, every now and then I want you to just kind of glance at that camera so they can see your face and keep that mic right up under that chin.
Yes.
Tell us your role here today. What role you think
my
you play?
role here, I've been in Mount Hermon for 15 years. I moved to New York 3 years ago, but I've been back and forth. Mount Hermon has turned me to become a businessman in the real estate.
Oh, really?
So I remodel homes, I flip homes, and I do the same thing with myself and my walk in God.
Oh, really? Okay. People can get in touch with you if they want to sell a home, buy a home?
Yes.
Go ahead and plug your business.
My business is called Fruitful Homes, LLC. You can go to my website. It's fruitfulhomes.org. Or you can reach me at 914-648-8015. We be making 10 years on 2023.
All right. Well, this is the man right here who sort of spearheaded this, not sort of. He's back there in his classic way of getting things done, my good friend, the Reverend Dr. William Glover. He'll be joining us here for an interview later on.
Yes.
Talk about the genesis and the spirit behind this and the leadership that Pastor Glover has shown in making this conference a reality.
This conference, we follow in New York. We follow them on the website every Sunday. This conference actually answered 3 of my prayers. I always wanted to represent what I do for a living and how can I bring it to Mount Hermon so we could all prosper. And the first pastor did that for me. I'm not much of a talkative person, which is another one that got answered today, because here I am.
Yes.
And
stepping out, man.
Yes.
And you're doing great.
And thank you. And I also prayed to one day sit here with you. And here we are.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir. I really have.
So you've been watching us and observing Lee Pitts Live for a minute, huh?
Yes. I'm very blessed with the household. This is my home. This is where my spirit resides.
Well, I'm just overwhelmed by that thought, and just to piggyback on that, when I started the show in 1991, a lot of things have happened since that time.
Yes.
You know, maybe 25,000 interviews.
Amen.
And what you just said, I will always remember, and it would always give me spirit, and it would always keep me humbled and working hard to try to make the television show that people will say, you know, I always dreamed of being on the show, man. Thanks a lot for that.
Yes, I'm grateful that you're still on air, man. Mount Hermon is very blessed with you, man. I'll see you in all their events.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you having that support for them.
Yeah, when anything that's happening at Mount Hermon, First Lady Glover, Pastor Glover, they give me a call. I do my best to make sure I'm here because the whole genesis of what I do is to uplift the community, show positive things that are going on in the community, and this, of course, supersedes all of that.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about you sitting in here today, experiencing all this. Just what's been going through your mind, seeing all this fellowship going on with all these men?
I think this is a great transformation for everybody coming together, especially with what's going around in our circle, with what's going on in the world. we really have to separate ourselves from our flesh and just walk in the spirit. Our flesh is just something that we're housed in. It doesn't really do nothing for us but just carry us through our walk. Our spirit is where it's at. That's where you put your hands on. If you could find a way to just have a personal relationship with God and forget about religion, forget about what the next man has to say. If you want to worship, you need to get up and worship. If you want to pray, you have to take initiative. You cannot just show up to church and not apply what's being taught to you. Again, I've been here for 16 years. I learned how to write, read. I got my driver's license, and I opened up my second business. So the word of God really works. You just have to apply it. You cannot have deaf ears for this walk. You have to feed your spirit. Your spirit has to overpower your flesh at the end of the day. It doesn't matter. Your mother doesn't matter. Your father doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we love them dearly, but your walk is with God, nobody else.
Man, you're a walking example of that. Great testimony. I want you to move that mic just a little bit and just kind of so people can see that shirt. And then go ahead and tell people what that shirt is. That's the conference shirt?
This is a conference shirt.
Go ahead now. You can come back now. Yes.
Every man matters. So by saying that, you have your purpose. Don't think that you don't. Don't compare yourself to the next man. God got for you what he has for you and nobody else. If you could connect to another man with what God has given you, you will prosper together, and the community will see the strength in you, and they'll see God in your back.
Couldn't have said it better myself. His name is Antonio. Remember him. He's going places. He's already been going places.
Yes.
He's going to continue to go places because he's cloaked in the Word of God. Amen. And his spirit certainly shows up in his conversation. He's continued to make tremendous growth. And he's here at the 2022 Every Man Can Conference at Mount Hermon Ministries, headed up by my good friend, Pastor William Glover. It is a spectacular setting. We'll be right back to talk to some more people here as Lee Pitts Live has rolled out the red carpet on location live at the event. Remember, Miami has the oranges, but Mount Hermon Ministries has got the juice.
Amen.
We'll be right back.
Amen. Yes, sir.